Once upon a time in the small town of Willowbrook, there lived a girl named Lyra. Lyra was known for her fiery temper and short fuse. She would explode like a volcano at the slightest provocation, leaving everyone around her in fear. One fateful day, as Lyra stormed through the old abandoned house on the outskirts of town, she sensed a presence. She felt cold chills run down her spine, and a shiver went up her arms. It was then that she saw him, a transparent figure floating before her. Lyra's anger turned into curiosity as she stared at the ghostly apparition. "Who are you?" she demanded, her voice trembling. "I am Oliver, a friendly ghost," the apparition replied, with a mischievous grin. "I've watched you terrorize this old house for years, and I must say, I'm impressed with your anger management skills." Lyra's anger melted away as she burst into laughter. She couldn't believe she was having a conversation with a ghost. Oliver, sensing her change in demeanor, floated closer to her. "You know," Oliver said, his voice fading in and out, "I've been lonely in this house for decades. It would be nice to have a friend, even if they're alive." Lyra's heart softened. She had never considered the possibility of being friends with a ghost before. After all, who could understand her anger better than someone who had been stuck in the purgatory of this old house? From that day on, Lyra and Oliver became the most unlikely pair of friends. They would spend hours together, sharing stories and exploring the mysteries of the house. Lyra discovered that Oliver had been a prankster in his former life, and together they would play harmless tricks on the people who dared to enter the haunted house. As time went on, Lyra's anger began to dissipate. She no longer exploded at every little thing. Instead, she found solace in the company of her ghostly friend, Oliver. With his guidance, Lyra learned to find humor in life's frustrations and let go of her anger. Word of Lyra's transformation spread throughout the town, and people marveled at the change in her demeanor. They couldn't understand how a girl who had been so angry could now radiate joy and laughter. Lyra and Oliver's friendship became legendary in Willowbrook. They taught the townsfolk that friendship can bloom in the most unexpected places, and that even anger can be tamed with a little understanding and a lot of laughter. And so, Lyra and Oliver continued their adventures in the old haunted house, spreading laughter and joy wherever they went. They became a reminder to all that friendship knows no bounds, not even the divide between the living and the dead.